Ensama yetiatia ede efri oh my Ghana akeka esieni ene ede bre etifo sabre ye monra ensem no emo
Seem solidarized with him. As you all know, I come from the Bono region, so essentially he's my chairman, the chairman of the region that I hail from and all that. And I think that I very much deplore the manner in which the whole criminal system is being manipulated to attack political opponents of this administration. That is what, for me, is very reprehensible. And I looked at the whole process, and I gathered that his lawyers were actually denied access to him after court. So quite seriously, since Tuesday, his lawyers had not been able to have access to him. So yesterday I requested to meet him, and graciously the PCID brought him here today to meet him. I think that I must express gratitude to the police authorities for doing that. But indeed, the most important point is that they had earlier denied access to his lawyers and all. So I'm here not, of course, as a lawyer for Abronye. I did not intend to take what the matter as has been widely reported and all that. But I think I just came to show solidarity with him and to ensure that all processes are going well and all that. But I must once again express the strongest reservations about the manner in which this administration is manipulating and utilizing the criminal justice system to intimidate and harass political opponents. That clearly is the lowest we can get to as a nation. It is very much inconsistent with the democratic tenets of the nation and all. We have seen it many times, yes, and it is in stark contrast to the era we just preceded in this administration. I was at Angela. So definitely one Attenjua who has been vilified unjustifiably, as we all know, a lot of lies and truths told about me. I never utilized the criminal system to attack or even to arrest any opponent at all. So I don't know what is going on. I just clearly I shudder to think of the human rights record of this administration. Already we have seen quite a lot grave abuses of human rights. Pre-trial processes which are abuse and unlawful arrest. So it is actually operating this way. Whenever they think you are saying something that they consider to be unsavory or that they consider to be offensive to themselves, then they quickly arrest you. And after the arrest, they band you before court on some trumped up charge and all that. And definitely you all see, they definitely don't see the conclusion of the matter. So the manner in which pre-trial processes are being abused and utilized to attack, intimidate, and harass political opponents of this administration. We've never seen any of this kind before. It's unprecedented, and that is very deplorable. And I'm surprised that you, the media, also look on unconcerned. Why do all these things go on? All right, so that's why I'm here, and I hope that these things will. And while they do that, and the point is that you see a very deliberate discriminatory application of the law. Because once they attack political opponents by using the criminal processes and to shut them down, their supporters, doers, members of the administration attack and abuse MPP people and other persons that they perceive to be in opposition to them. They do that freely. Incitement of breach of peace and all that. They do that in worse forms. And you did not see any visitation of the criminal laws against them.
So you saw Abronye and had a meeting with him?
He's not eating since that time. I don't know that is a kind of strike, hunger strike or not. But he says, yes, he's not trying to eat. His wife is in there, and when his wife comes out, he can explain. I've advised wife to employ all kinds of means that she knows best to ensure that the husband eats.
Hello, right? Have you gotten the assurance that his lawyers will now have access to him?
Yes, so the lawyer had to essentially, for one better expression, seek cover under this visit. The lawyer came in whilst I was there, and because I was there, he's been granted access to him to engage in some kind of conference with the client. But the most important thing is that tomorrow the matter is coming up, and I'm sure the court should be minded to grant bail. Yes, even the most serious offenses that I prosecuted in my time, treason, the treason trial, on the very first day, all the accused persons were granted bail. And so when I say that this is in stark contrast to a situation which just preceded this administration, I speak so on solid facts. I mean, I consider very high-profile figures in the NDC, Collins Dauda, Atufosin, and now Rich Japa, who has been given such a high office in this administration and all that. All of them were granted bail, very, very flexible terms. Atufosin, self-recognizance has been. Collins Dauda, the same thing. Even Japa, when he had difficulties and all that. And just the Supreme Court called me. I don't know at all. Let him be allowed to go and come and continue president later on. And that led to all the manipulation of the facts that we all know. So I'm saying that there ought to be tolerance for free speech. You understand? And the level of intolerance of this administration is very reprehensible. It ought not to be condoned in a democracy. That if a person says something against you, if you find offensive, then you quickly deploy the criminal justice system, pick the person up, and lump the person in custody and all that. All right. So
I see. Nania, what can I say? And the daily guide, the idea about say, Baumia slams NDC over power abuse. And commission to say,
I don't want to say, I did back one a year obvious and say, a buying way. Almost soon tata almost you can say shadows to cry, I can't say. Idiomachi. Near maybe almost in opposition. M says so much Diana. Yomodia to Muslim say, near Ma Muni from ya. Omuditi and another Danko Kufadra Baya. It did not so much in that name, Kuntumpuni at the Timio Moba Pawano. Young show myself a wine hair. Not obvious to be idiot young. And see, Omoquai on the source on and say, Yan Chiomungum, Yan Tata, Yan Fenhunin Huna, in Hunin na yen koma nuntum se me beya omon kan asem enti free January 7th aye to aba yi aban we ye bewura nkofo fie ye twenwe pia bonten anado ne abewura ofie huru wo se omo yam robes omo sise mask omo kretu ne atwon na ye de hankofo gunta ne ye twa picture ne de ama and this is social media for normal share. Now, Ghana police, they release one paragraph statement. Yeah, the Wakushima 3-4 days after the SC bill, Kofa bill 100 million, 200 million, 30 million, 40 million. Bill no crampono, will show it is now the banner. Japadia or the banner, as I say, one kind. Who will be others were a non come home. This is the one kind one. Into Nipa, it meets Nipa. Now your money bill condition. 5 days, not after them, because bill condition is and passing. If you have ABN in 5 days, 1 week, not after them, because you said that to bill condition, and you didn't say a bad thing, so which means an intention. Into me, keep you, sir, hoping, say, Upia, and no baboon. Now, innate right, I have freedom of speech, you know, him. And it's happening all over the place. Nancy, I won't require almost fast or more almost as above here. About 3 or 4 days ago, almost a mask and Omujina Bond saying, you who are some way war. I'm sure the one who CCTV footage, you know, war.
Yeah,
and no Muti in the back of me imagine so woofy. Now, wow, few. Now, if we are Kete, won't say, and Nancy be a wounding momo, Omuni ID, Omun share uniform, be a no quick to no mask, no more war. How do you even differentiate between Omoni and robbers? In Teneno, and a joke, or be a boy of fear mukra, who name say I'm robbers, say a state security. Now about home but that is what is happening in this country. Bank of Ghana governor, near Boy fee, near Pansam the fee, I say when you're meaning to your meaning, you see evidence. Your friend is saying, Vice President, former Vice President, aide de camp, police in here, no 7 police officer, senior police officer, yes, 7 police officer. They are boy when you see near Bubuni Dani, open yes, here, evidence. They are bought your far way. Some crofin now, so your bubu room fear, you see evidence in now. But go cramp when you are and never know, see. What is our mind say? Over 3-4 months, your bubu room fear near the best say with them when your man see evidence. I acquired evidence in your local court, Debbie. Not even one. Not even one. And now, my intimidation will be to the extent that I said ye mudi about free speech. Kasa ye nyina ye ken. Ba kwa me na na se o zendra wo ye me dirty poto. Aye am ne ye kai. Twaja. Aye am ne ye kai.
I the other kaya.
I because even though why me dirty I am poto no. Me na ka se mi se me. O say ano I say math no began.
I know yet you.
Yes, I know yet to. And I say, Assemble cry a day. I don't know account of it. So I just say, but and then you know, a binary say there be Bianca and Nuntum and Mobiancasa. Okasa a betcho. Can you imagine Semeno Cassi, Abronye DC, Bono regional chairman, Eshe jail, simply because of speech? One fed to Oyo Biade, Onya Baye Jumada, Oya Baisika, Onya She, Abronye is in jail for speech. And if Abronye is in jail for speech, only say back only say sabi you. And some media ebia Abronye beka and our party so be beka ebia meme soso and amekra min kebi. Asa woni say ekromwa sabi aboa ne kwase ani jimi for enye enfomra.
Baby.
Enfomra. It is say obi ka tell say aboa kwase jimi for now ye pope kra on fomra bia ye. Nipa na wegu ono no hu fi. So what they say ono na wan kasa yi e na wegu ono no hu fi. But on fomra bia ye. But Abronye this is a jail. And it is important that we put it on record. Say Abronye DC is in jail. And you know, MPP for TikTokers, the Ashanti region, young ladies, they don't share almost 3 weeks. Because almost before then, now say Obama pokwase ya kocheno because of Facebook posts. They did not question waba. Okodi 1 week. You baby no ya show where power lies. Now nenam. Ye nimpasa wonye boni dia you. Ye nimsa won from bia ye. But ye pe bibi kitu e bi dia show where power lies. Bako me no kasa tisi yi. Ah ye kasa wo phone si. Me nim dia metimi aka ma no be kwa ha ban yi kwa betimi be family makoto. Munya fiu na ase aban no omo satisfaction no comes from when they pick you, put handcuffs on your arm, your friends on your wrist, take a picture of you and put it out there in the public. Normally you're satisfied. Because when you say Adena our foul, raise the now our foul no. Baby, but so long as when you so kitwe bi keka or be embarrassed when that man know are you okay. And Mutina, Ebema would they Abronye this year. What charge on basis of misdemeanor? Would they be Black Maria track motor or your murder? Armed robber. To say or you're accused of genocide. Speech. Not or say handcuff goodness, not Okuri, every Black Maria track mu. Speech in tea. Police ought to make a court catch a judge say remand you be for speech. Remand them for speech. Why do you remand somebody for speech? Now speech you can put a black woman. And yes, it won't matter.
Edipa kwame pa odoba call for defamation wopensua odoba call say for offensive conduct and now say odoba call say wa attacking verbal attack now
enunti what did not call remand clearly remand now in the choir no it is not for you to do anything no because remand the audio be kwa e bia nipa na flight risk and e bia nipa no hwehwe na wunya no and nipa no be interfere with investigation here na speech a wo se nipa na ka e wo video so de empanti na wo keep nipa na in jail me no kasi Abronye decision so jail don't come you guys should talk about it too and then no e bia e Abronye decision but if this government succeeds at this everybody mu nyina muso don't forget that we've had a situation like that in this country before and it may move into the media. Many women are not there. What is the Juma age na yakasa meboa? Yeti free and say ba asema to ye. So please speak against it. Like I want to hear you speak against it. Nobody is supporting say yankasa kasa basa. And now yen you suka say honte. Nobody is supporting that. But nobody should also pretend that we haven't seen the government's deliberate attempt to intimidate, persecute their opponents. It is so obvious, it's glaring. But if they succeed or win in persecuting and intimidating us in the opposition, be rest assured say it's coming to you next in the media. Because who Kwame Nkrumah take say won't mean kawa no ntumo. O wadwuma wo ya no. Nti ente bia no obeka bibi.
Ama
na ba be foul.
Aha. No correct.
Obeka bibi na ba na ba be foul. Because Abino has started quietly attacking people for speech. And you don't know what you will say right or say wrong. Ebe hit you be next. Abino say omunko fa Kwame Nkrumah de okan one kan yi. Not 1 week, 2 weeks. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kasa, he is right. It is so obvious. It is happening all over the place. It is happening all over the place. And it's important that we don't pretend. And we must call out the president and the government. Say, you can't do that. You can do anything to us, but don't try to take free speech away from us. Don't. Jaini and Kasa. They are not buying way or more opposition or manka. They are not mine. Your friend is a National Communications Officer of the NDC. When United TV is one threaten all the generals of the army and the senior officers in the police service, and Kanchom said their position will be conterminous with the MPP government. Didn't he tell them that? Obi Pekino. Abronye or US yeah or yet a friend is saying propaganda or Mampenini NDC Abanyi. They don't care or he be known in Atemo Kruma. Or he be politician be known in Atemo Kruma. Wamba I'm a buy we are a man on national security protection. I'm an uncle Klein from court. And why do you allow this guy to run everybody down, including the Asante or Hine, or Hine Ben Aqua in the Natem? Now, the Obagana, now woman is state protection. Now, Uvia, or more Macano, more Mainimundi, what is your Mukubum? Why? I didn't want. But what the government should remember and say, this is 2025 for Black women. You cannot